Welcome to this week's podcast, Digital Marketing for Lawyers. It's a great pleasure to have you on board here to this short but hopefully insightful podcast, Digital Marketing Trends for Lawyers, and hopefully you can take a lot out of this brief podcast. My name is Michael Alf. I am CEO Digital for Lawyers, and today is the 26th of May 2014. Just briefly, the agenda for that podcast, a very brief personal introduction so that you know whom you listen to in case this is your first podcast, and then the topic of the week. And I picked one which I call Lawyer in Your Pocket, the benefits of a mobile app, and that's just again an introduction, hopefully some food for thought, so that you can continue there from there and see how you can utilize and use that and apply that in your business. So let's get into it. My name, Michael Alf, as I mentioned. I was working 12 years with Capgemini, one of the largest consulting and IT companies in the world, in various roles from business development, project management, and account management. I was then working with Asciano, the ports and rail operator here in Australia, and I was running the project management office. And then, based on my previous experiences and my internet marketing experience, I decided to found Digital for Lawyers, a digital marketing agency for the law profession. So with that, let's get into the content. And as usual, I'm using the Ladder of Awesomeness of Digital Marketing by Avinash Kaushik as a guide, as a framework. And just briefly again, that ladder indicates where things are and how they are related, where you should start with, and how you move upwards the ladder. And as you can see at the bottom, next to just above the acceptable website and SEO, there is the great mobile experience. We spoke about that when we touched on the mobile optimized website. And today we're taking the second element of mobile, which are mobile apps, which are increasing in importance, and I'll give you some examples in a moment. So this is the ladder of awesomeness, digital marketing, and hopefully that's a helpful framework and guide where you want to look at when you are responsible for digital marketing or you need to get kind of better in digital marketing. Why should you consider a mobile app? And that's a very good question. And So when we were sitting together and thinking about what are the benefits for a law firm to have their own mobile app, so we looked at what is the market actually doing. So for most people, the smartphone is an arm's reach, 24/7. So it's kind of really always there. I think the number is more than 90%. And think about yourself. Where is your smartphone right now at the moment? Most likely it's just in front of you, very, very close to you, except you when you are together with a client, hopefully. So this actually shows the relevance and importance of the smartphones and mobile. Um, Mobile internet traffic surpasses desktop internet traffic in 2014, so this year. And so therefore, kind of mobile internet traffic is more important than desktop internet traffic. That indicates how relevant actually mobile is, and that you need to be prepared for the mobile world. Mobile apps are starting to replace websites on the go. So yeah, for all the traffic which is on the go, which is very significant, mobile apps are starting to replace elements of the website. They're easier to handle. You can build in nice functionality and is very specific to your firm and to your requirements. So with that, it becomes almost natural to look at the potential app for your business, which you give away to your clients and prospects as well. So the other element, a mobile app can increase the loyalty of your clients to your firm. So because they have you, and that's why I titled it, they have you in the pocket, lawyer in the pocket. Once they have you in the pocket and they see the value out of your app, it's more likely that they're going to call you than a competitor, obviously. So yes, in the future, if everybody has an app, there's another level of competition. But that was the same with websites. Yeah, at some stage, people ask, well, why should I have a website? I said, well, because you can stand out. Now everybody has a website. Now it's more about, well, what is actually an effective website and what is a mobile optimized website and things like that. The same from our perspective is happening with a mobile app, which becomes just more relevant. So hopefully that gives a little bit of an idea why you should consider a mobile app for your firm. The other component, which is actually quite interesting, is from a cost perspective. It's now it actually significantly reduced. So it becomes just one additional tool which you have in the tool belt for your clients to engage with your clients. But let's move on now and let's look at some use cases which are relevant. So what are potential use cases? And you can see one here straight away on the Ask a Lawyer. So ask a question. How does it work? Well, your clients tap onto the microphone, they record their question, and then they just send this question to you. It's quite nice because they might be on the go and said, well, I need to check that with my lawyer. And instead of phoning you because you might be busy, you might be with the client at the moment, they record what they're thinking, what they want to know. They send it to you, and when you have time available, you can actually answer the question, go back to him or her, to your client, and then you charge just for that 15 minutes you're working on. So it makes things very, very productive and effective. There's a couple of other use cases I want to go through. This is just a screenshot of a mock-up which we put together, which shows some additional functionalities. Another one, send a document. So let's say you want to send a document, a contract, or just kind of one pager to your lawyer. Then you would just take your phone, your smartphone, take a photo, scan it basically, and send it straight away to the law firm, to your lawyer, to yourself, so that you can actually work on it then. So that's a great use case which makes very much sense. Then obviously speak with a lawyer. So there's integrated a touch to call button. Your client basically only touches either your image or your photo or your phone or whatever it is, and then your phone rings in case they want to actually interact straight away. So it's more accessible than somewhere through the address book. So that's another one. Add a case. So you have here, you can see here new cases. So you can add a case. You can actually even make distinctions between is an old case, is a new case, and then you ask certain questions, you ask for certain documents, and you have a good start and offer that basically to your client. Get updates about area of interest, so that's either notifications or a legal guide or things like that, news, so that's all kind of things where you provide information, not only via the website, but in this case on the app. So once you have actually the clients or the prospects using the app, it's more likely that they use the app than they go to the website, which is actually, so they, and that creates that loyalty. They could book an appointment, so you could integrate an online booking appointment, which feeds straight away into your calendar out of the app. So that's another great use case. You could add a calculator, for example. Let's say you have a rough calculation in a divorce case, and you want to give a rough indication, or you want to indicate roughly the fees which are relevant, or and so it depends on your area and what is relevant in that circumstances, and you offer a simple calculator in the app. You can then connect with social media. So when you have social media, for example, LinkedIn, maybe you have Facebook or you have Google Plus, and then it's easy to integrate this into the app and make it more accessible for the clients and prospects again. So these are a number of use cases. All that together gives the opportunity that you have you with your law firm, you become part of the kind of the smartphone of your clients and prospects. And and then obviously it's more likely that they're going to do business with you because you provide that extra service. And hopefully these screenshots which we put together, they give you a little bit of an idea what you can do, and that's kind of just some use cases. You might have some others, but these are kind of a number of use cases which we think are relevant and which we see in the market. So with that, hopefully that was very helpful, and hopefully you have the idea that a mobile app actually can make sense for a law firm, and what kind of services, what kind of benefits you can provide to your clients, so that they actually download the app for free. You could market that on your website. You could even put some you could put some ads out on Facebook for your potential clients, and so they download the app. They get, let's say, you are a family lawyer, a divorce lawyer, and so you advertise and will get the latest information about the kind of divorce questions, and then they download the app. And then they are already connected with you. You're providing the information, and once they are in need, or somebody else they know is in need, it's more likely that they will recommend you, isn't it? So so hopefully that was some food for thought. I look forward to your feedback, to your questions. If you have specific questions or you want to discuss something in detail, send me an email, michael@dm4l.com.au, or go to digitalforlawyers.com.au to find out more, and to get in touch with me and talk to me. So with that, I wish you a wonderful day, and we are in touch. Thank you. Bye.